Good morning, my diamonds, and my beautiful Teletubby, SheilaTruelove, here with you this fine Thursday morning. Women don't trap men with babies. It's the other way around. How do you feel about that? You know, I'm always interested in your viewpoint. I was listening to this beautiful chocolate, and she's beautiful. Her skin is just awesome. And she made some really valid points here when she said that women are not the ones who are trapping men with babies. It's the other way around. Because when you think about it, it's true. Men do get to pick up and just walk away if they choose to.
It's funny because, you know, they always say that women are the ones that trap men with babies, but that's not the truth. It's men who trap women's babies. How can you trap a man with a baby when men can just walk away with no consequences? Nobody talks shit about single fathers. As a matter of fact, they praise single fathers.
Yep.
But single mothers, they are the scourge of the earth. They are the reason why everything is fucked up. Oh, they're the reason why this next generation is a... So how can you trap a man with a baby when a man can just get up and leave?
Hello.
No problems, no harm, no foul. Women don't trap men with babies. We get trapped with babies. Because once a woman gets pregnant and has a baby, in the concept of the patriarchy's mind, she's now used goods. And no other man out there is going to want her. So now I have complete control over this woman. She can't go nowhere. She's mine forever. She's used goods. The used goods that are still getting hit on the street every single 5 seconds. It's like women can never be used goods. We bad bitches. It's funny because, you know,
she still got a positive attitude. I'm loving her for that. Always say positive, ladies. But my thing at the same time, however, my thing is, why are women always the ones trapped? You don't have to be trapped. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4, you fathers go on bringing up these children. You fathers go on raising these children. But like always, people always feel that they know more than God and Jesus Christ put together. And that's why women are ending up the ones who are stuck. I say stuck because when a lot of these kids, not all, like I love the way African, Asian, Italian, Mexican adult children treat their parents. I mean, they treat their mother like a queen. They don't care if she was toxic, because I have examples where I've seen it with African women, how they treat their parents. Father was an alcoholic. They still treat him like a king, child. But I'm saying, when you look at the Europeans and the American women, what have you, why are you being stuck with these kids? You choose to do that. You're trapped. Now here, a comment here. Let's look at the comments. She says, and what's worse is that those kinds of men just go out there making more babies and leaving them behind too. What are the consequences when a man refuses to own and take care of his children? Men only understand consequences, punishment, and pain. That's the way it is. What are the consequences if they don't pay child support or they're backed up? They could end up in jail. But it's not for a long period of time where it's going to make a difference. They have their license taken away. A lot of them have. But there are no real consequences for when these men just make babies and walk off. There's no consequences. That's why I don't want to hear nothing from these Republicans trying to get women back into the homes, trying to get women trapped into having children. Why? When these men cheat on women, what's the consequence? Nothing. You make babies over here, you got 9 kids with 8 different baby mamas. Now, you can say anything you want to about the mother. She got how many different baby daddies? But is she there taking care of those children? Did she step up to the plate? I don't care how many kids she got. She's still stepping up to the plate. How many different baby daddies, I mean? She's still right there on the job, even though 9 times out of 10, she's never appreciated. Because when they grow up to be adults, how many women out there, what's the last time you spent time with your mother? I'm just proving a point. I'm just trying to prove a point. She's toxic. She's a narcissist. She's no good. So my question is, why do women keep staying on the job when that's how these kids are going to grow up to see you anyway? Now, if you give the kids to their father, then they grow up and say, well, my mother didn't raise me. But at least that's all you can say. You can't be talking about how no good she is and how blah, 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 and all of this nonsense. And most of the times, a lot of these adult children do nothing but exaggerate. So they don't have to take accountability for the choices that they've made. They thought they were so much better than their mother or their parents. But look at the decisions and look at the mistakes that you're making. But back to my point. You know, women don't have to be trapped. Women don't trap men with babies. It's the other way around. Women choose to be trapped, sweetheart. A lot of women, however, are leaving these children in the hospital. They call up the social worker, tell them, I'm not going to be taking the baby home today. No, because this is too much for me. You know, I didn't create this baby by myself, and yet it seems like I'm going to end up being by myself with this child, and I want the best for the child, and I don't think I'm it. Of course, women have to take responsibility, keep your legs closed, and if you messed up, the morning after pill is amazing, okay? A lot of women are taking that route. Instead of staying stuck and trapped and raising kids that's not going to appreciate it, trust me when I tell you, most of them don't appreciate it anyway. Anyway, my baby daddy literally made me take a pregnancy test. When he saw it was positive, he said, now I got you forever. And he left me until he needed something again from me. And that was, she said, instant discarded after I told him I was pregnant, but he felt he already got her trapped. He could always come back. Talk about, I want to do right by my kids. I don't give a damn about that. I don't care. Like with my son and daughter, their father walked off. And when he left, he said, I'm not giving up my life for these kids because let me tell you, they're not going to give up their life for me. But anyway, I never stopped or prohibited my children from being with their father, seeing their father. He's the one that just didn't want to come around because he was more selfish. He cared about his happiness, his well-being. He didn't want to be tied down with kids. He left when they was 4 and 5 years old, and I was married. So don't say just because you're married, you won't end up a baby mama or have baby daddy. I was very married before I even thought about having a kid. Lost my virginity to my husband. So that's not a safety net either. But anyway, and I assure you, if I would have left those kids with him, he's on heroin and crack right now. I don't think my children would be as successful as they are today, even though they don't always appreciate things. It's hard to date as a single mother. Everyone assumes you still are in love with the baby daddy. That's a possibility. I have noticed men in dating situations with me asking me, why don't I have children? And they want to sell the idea that they could give me a child. She's like, oh, to hell with that nonsense. Let me see. I literally went and had a hysterectomy, this woman says, after my first child. Because the amount of, let me give you a daughter, so she must have had a son. Some guy is saying, let me give you a daughter. That pickup line, that scared the hell out of me. So she got a hysterectomy after one. Normally they don't do that after one. You usually have to have 3. But after I had my second, I got my tubes tied. That was way back when they did that. They didn't want to, but they was tying my tubes. My mother had 6 children. 5 boys, I'm the only girl. I wasn't going to be having nobody 6 kids. And I saw that I was a breeder. Pregnant 1 year after the other. Hell no, not SheilaTruelove. Yes, my narcissist ex said I trapped him and only want money when he makes minimum wage. And you only want money. Negro. You want, that's just too funny. Anyway, she's laughing over here too. She says, LOL. It's embarrassing to admit this, but I will be vulnerable with you. You single mommies, ladies, stay single, she says. I'm loving these ladies, their openness and their honesty and their testimonies. This happened to me. Mine's begged me to get pregnant, and now he hasn't seen our son in 8 months. I was trapped by an older man with having babies, and he ended up getting primary custody. Good. And I have to give him child support. Yes, honey, you don't know how blessed you are, because I left and he took advantage of my age and my ignorance. She left. Good. Smart move, girl. You should get joint custody. I'll pay child support any day. Let me pay the child support. That's so much easier. Let him have the headache. They're making sure that I'm helping with the clothes. My kid need clothes. Yep. We got FaceTime. We got video chat. So my child gets to see me, or children get to see me. Anytime you need mommy, I'm going to press a button away. You stay with dad. Stay with daddy. Mommy gets child support. Mommy, yes. I'm doing the visitations. Every other weekend, we got each other. Or maybe I can have them for 1 week, not a whole week. Child, please no. No. It's all this work you pour into these kids. You be working hard. Even though you have your own depression you may be suffering with, your own problem, your own health issues. And you still sitting up here as a single mother trying to do it all. And they grow up to appreciate nothing. No, we're going to do things God and Jesus Christ way this time. Yeah. You fathers raise these children, teaching them. So there you have it, my darlings. I really appreciated what she said. Let me end and close with her last statements, because I really appreciated her sharing this. But keep in mind, women, you're trapped because you choose. Life is about choices. You choose to be trapped because you live in such a great time right now. You have so many resources and so much information out here. I wish I had that back in the day. I wish I had all of this information that they're teaching women. What? You know, before I leave you with her closing, I want to share something else with you, that this is big facts. And this is an eye-opener for women. And I've got to share this with you because this explains a lot, regardless of how good of a woman you are. You could be a Proverbs 31 type of woman, wife and mother, and it doesn't matter. That's the best. That's the capable, perfect wife. The Bible even describes the Proverbs 31 as like the most capable, the most perfect wife. They don't get no better than a Proverbs 31. And you could be all of that. And you'll have a man who don't appreciate anything. They cheat on you. They treat you badly. And you know what? Now I fully understand why. Listen to this.
You see a man that's always angry with a woman and he don't like women and he's always saying something negative about a woman. Why is that?
Maybe because he's hurt?
No. Yeah, he's hurt because he can't walk in his truth. He's hurt because really he want to lay down with his homeboy, but for the world, he has to be with a woman. It's clear as day. I see it happen all the time. There's no reason why a man should always be upset with a woman. What it is a lot of men struggle with their sexuality. What it is a lot of men can't walk in their truth. What it is a lot of men have to deal with women for their family's sake, for business, for image. But when a man is constantly aggressive and mean and evil and beating on the woman, on that list of demons that he's fighting is sexuality. You see a man that's always angry with a woman and he don't like women and he's always saying something negative about...
You see my girlfriend over here, she's drinking her tea and she's listening. Women are being educated all over the world. And the reason why I side with this, because it makes sense. It explains a lot of things now. And a lot of these men don't want a woman. They hate women. And when they cheat on you and they go to another woman, it's because they like hurting women. Because they hate them so desperately. Let me read some of the comments here. Yes, and they be treating the homeboy with the utmost respect. You know, I was looking at another video also where the man said, why is it that when a woman's boss, her employer, tell her to do something, she's willing to do it, but she'll go home and give her husband a hard way to go? Could it be the same reason why when you go to work, you listen to your employer and you do exactly what he tells you to do? You don't think about Ephesians chapter 5, verse 21, where it says to submit to one another. You see how that works both ways? Yeah. She's willing to listen to her boss, but she won't listen to me. You're willing to listen to your boss, but you won't listen to her. That works, again, both ways. But this was a real eye-opener with this big facts. Tea time. Oh, I'm loving it. And the people here are saying, over 36,000 people are saying this man is not lying. I gotta say this is true. I just divorced a narc, and I won't put his business out there, but when I took over the marriage and my relationship, this video is 100%. I don't know what she's talking about. She didn't finish it. My last relationship, I learned the hard way. I used to wonder why he was so evil and so abusive. This explains a lot, does it not? I know now why he was that way. Okay. Another lady says, this is my baby daddy, to the T. I've been telling him to find his truth and live in your truth. I used to see men drop hints by the way they walk, their dressing, their talking, their hand movement, or conversing, their conversation. This was reasons for me to stay far, far away. They respect their homeboys more than they respect their women. And they will break up with you to go hang out with them. But like I said, the reason why this resonated with me so quickly is because it has the ring of truth. And it makes sense. A lot of women are bending over backwards for these men, no matter what they do. No matter how respectful she is to him. No matter how good she treats him. You can't appreciate someone who you can depend on. Someone who you know will always have your back. You know how women are. Anytime I hear that a woman cheated on a man, the first question that comes to my mind is who cheated first. Because whoever cheated first, that's the cheater, not the one who did whatever second. Because you see, when you got together, you agreed to be exclusive. Exclusive means it's just you and me. But once you cheat, it's no longer exclusive. You turned what was exclusive into an open relationship, and you're not considered cheating if you're in an open relationship. So whoever cheated first, that's the cheater, and it's usually dudes. Do women cheat? Of course they do. But I look at, in that area, what percentage? And when women cheat, it's for a reason, because she's being treated badly. 9 times out of 10. It's not that way in all cases, but I tend to deal with the majority. That's what I care mostly about. So let me end again with my beautiful, beautiful lady here. Ooh. And then I have another dude who I really admire him too, but this video is starting to be long.
It's funny because, they always say that women are the ones that trap men with babies, but that's not the truth. It's men who trap women's babies.
Absolutely.
How can you trap a man with a baby when men can just walk away? With no consequences. Nobody talks shit about single fathers. As a matter of fact, they praise single fathers. But single mothers, they are the scourge of the earth.
That's true.
They are the reason why everything is fucked up. Yep. Oh, they're the reason why this next generation is So how can you trap a man with a baby when a man can just get up and leave?
Hello.
No problems, no harm, no foul.
Hello.
Women don't trap men with babies. We get trapped with babies. Because once a woman gets pregnant and has a baby, in the concept of the patriarchy's mind, she's now used goods. And no other man out there is going to want her. So now I have complete control over this woman. She can't go nowhere. She's mine. Forever.
You're right.
She's used goods. The used goods that are still getting hit on the street every single 5 seconds. It's like women can never...
Battery low.
I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Oh, yes. Yeah. I like that point that she brought out. I had to leave that with you. I have to run right now because I have to get to the office. But I love you very much, and just know that you're beautiful. You don't have to stay stuck with these dusties. I always promote stay single. I'm a part of the 4B movement, the betterment for women. I think women do well when they support each other. Like the Delaney sisters, having our say, check it out on YouTube. They lived to be 104 and 109 for a reason. They didn't have men stressing them the hell out, accelerating their aging. They live wonderful. Just check it out for yourself. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. I love you.